Next, now see here, sir. Why sine is only changed to cos, not to any other trigonometric function? Conceptual clarity is required, sir. That is missing in our education system. That is something I want to eradicate. Now see here. If I call this as 90 degrees, this if I call it as theta, opposite to theta is opposite side, adjacent to theta is adjacent side, opposite to 90 is hypotenuse side. Now if this is 90, this is theta, the other side will become 90 minus theta. Sorry, the other angle will become 90 minus theta. Now listen carefully, sir. The other angle will become 90 minus theta. Suppose if I apply sin theta for this, what is sin theta? Sin theta definition is nothing but opposite to angle theta is opposite side. It is opposite divided by hypotenuse. Sin theta definition is opposite by hypotenuse. Now listen carefully. If I apply cos of 90 minus theta, check it out, sir. If I apply cos of 90 minus theta, can I say that opposite? What is cos theta definition? Cos theta definition is adjacent side by hypotenuse. Cos theta definition is adjacent side by hypotenuse. That means I should keep this angle as my reference right now, because the angle given here is 90 minus theta. What is the side which is adjacent to 90 minus theta? The side which is adjacent to 90 minus theta is named as opposite. Write down that, divided by hypotenuse. For this also will be the same, because hypotenuse is something which is opposite to 90 degrees. Same hypotenuse is there for this also. That means, can I say that right hand side of both these equations are same? I will equate the left hand side. If I equate the left hand side, sin theta is the left hand side in the equation 1, cos of 90 minus theta is the left hand side in equation 2. That means whenever it is 90 minus theta or 270 minus theta, cos should be replaced with sin. That is exactly what I explained before I took this particular example for your illustration. I believe that the concept is very, very clear. I want to grow like this, sir. I want to make you grow like this. This is brick number 1. This is brick number 2. This is brick number 3. This is brick number 4. This is brick number 5. We will keep learning brick by brick. We will keep putting brick by bricks, and thereby at the end we will have monument which is so beautiful to see. I am more interested in this monument. For this monument to be strong, I want these bricks to be stronger, or the strongest for that matter. I hope you are able to understand with my examples, sir. Idea clear? Whenever it is 90 plus or minus theta, whenever it is 90 plus or minus theta, or whenever it is 270 plus or minus theta, my trigonometric functions will definitely change. That means sine will be written as cos. Why cos also I explained you now. Cos into sine, secant into cosecant, cosecant into secant, tan into cot, cot into tan. And whenever it is 180 plus or minus theta, or 360 plus or minus theta, or 0 plus or minus theta, my trigonometric functions will remain the same. There is no change in the trigonometric functions. Sir, can you explain with a few examples? Suppose, for example, I have sine of 270 plus theta. I want to check what is this value returning me. Sine of 270 plus theta. Can I say that whenever it is 270 plus or minus theta, sine should become cos? First do that simplification. Sine should become cos. Write down cos and write down this angle whatever is given as theta in this case. Now let us check whether it is plus cos theta or minus cos theta. Now let us check it out. Now can I say that whenever it is 270 plus theta, I explained you in detail in my coordinate geometry concept here in half an hour before. 270 plus theta means it is going on to fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, which is positive ASTC, cos and secant are positive, but here it is sine. Will sine be positive in fourth quadrant? No, it is not positive. So it should be minus cos theta. It should be minus cos theta. I hope the idea is clear. Similarly, suppose take some value whatever you like, tan of 180 plus theta, tan of 180 plus theta. Now when it is 180 plus theta, I will not change the trigonometric function. If it is tan here, I will write it as tan itself. Write down this angle theta also. Now let us check whether it is plus tan theta or minus tan theta. Now 180 plus theta means 180 plus something. It will come to third quadrant. In third quadrant, which is positive? Tan is positive. This also is tan. So it is plus tan theta. I hope the idea is clear. Right, I hope the idea is very clear. Suppose, tell me the answer, sir. I want you people to answer it so beautifully. Secant of 180 minus theta. Secant of 180 minus theta. If it is 180, don't change the trigonometric function. Write it as secant itself and write down an angle. Now let us see whether it is plus or minus. Secant of 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta means it will come to which quadrant? 180 minus theta means it will come to second quadrant. That is the reason I explained. In what all quadrants, what all variations will come? Second quadrant, sine and cosecant are positive, but it is secant. It cannot be positive. It should be minus sine theta. Tell me the answer for this, sir. I want you to tell me this. Suppose if it is cot of 90 plus theta, cot of 90 plus theta. Now when it is 90 plus something, it will become, cot will become tan, right? Cot will become tan. First change the trigonometric function, write it as tan theta. Now let us check whether it is plus tan theta or minus tan theta. 90 plus theta means it is second quadrant. In second quadrant, sine is positive, sine and cosecant are positive, cot is negative. Put a minus sign, minus tan theta. Everything what I explained in the last 20-25 minutes, I believe that it should be superb successful for you to remember, sir. I don't think that my students should get doubt using learning these kind of concepts. Biswajit, which one should I repeat, sir? Should I repeat this one, sir? What I am saying here is, I took this as theta. I took 90 minus theta here. If I apply sin theta here, opposite by hypotenuse. If I apply cos of 90 minus theta, cos definition is adjacent by hypotenuse. For this 90 minus theta, adjacent is opposite, right? Adjacent is named as opposite. Hypotenuse is still hypotenuse itself. That means these both are same on right hand side. That means left hand side should also be same. That means whenever it is 90 minus theta, replace it with cos with sin. That is what I explained, Vishwajit. I hope it is clear, sir. And believe me, this 90 minus theta is something very powerful. I will explain you in next 2 minutes. That is something which we will use in most of our cases. Vishwajit, is it clear, sir? Kindly comment in the live chat if it is clear, so that I will explain you something else. I hope the idea is clear. Now see here. Moving forward, I took this as 90 minus theta. If I add these two angles, it is nothing but 90. In my problems, listen to this very carefully. Suppose I have sin theta, but for some reasons I want to express sin in terms of cos. The best way of expressing sin in terms of cos is allied angles usage, right? Allied angles usage. That means sin theta, I will write it as cos of 90 minus theta. The sum of theta and 90 minus theta is 90 degrees. Similarly, suppose if I have cos theta, for some reason I want to express cos in terms of sin. Write it as sin of 90 minus theta. Don't express in any other methods, any other ways. Suppose I have tan theta. For some reason I want to express tan in terms of cot. Write it as cot of 90 minus theta. That means this 90 minus, there are multiple ways of expressing, but don't express. express it as 90 minus theta itself, because theta plus 90 minus theta will give you 90 degrees, and my problem will be easier for me to solve. I hope it is clear. Suppose I have secant theta. For some reason I want to express secant as cosecant. Express secant theta as cosecant of 90 minus theta. There might be other way of expressing secant theta as something of 270 minus theta, for example, but don't express it. Don't express in this some other angle 90 degrees, which is nothing but a complementary angle, and thereby my problem simplification might reduce to a greater extent, which we will see in our problems how it might reduce to a easier extent. I believe that it is clear, sir. This make use of it is what I am trying to say. Kindly make use of this concept so that it will be very easier for us to simplify our problem to very easy extent. Kindly comment in the live chat if this also is clear, sir. Everything I want to hold my students' hand and said that we will go like this so that it becomes easier in future. Now see here, sir. We also learnt this also something which I want to tell my students so that they will learn it so beautifully. We also learnt all these standard angle values 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90 degrees. Now can I say that if I take, suppose for example, if I take sin theta and if I take cos theta, sin 0 is 0. These are all something which we already learnt. 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, and then it is 1. Reverse it, you will get cos 1, root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by 2, 0. Now these are my important trigonometric functions which are sin and cos, basic trigonometric functions. Remaining all are derived, sir, which I am not interested with. Now think logically, sir. Suppose for example, if I take any angle between 0 to 45 degrees, let me put that bifurcation at 45 degrees for example. You take any angle between 0 to 45 degrees, can I definitely say that between 0 to 45 degrees cos 0 is 1, the same angle 0 degrees for sin is 0. That means 1 is greater than 0, right? 1 is greater than 0. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. The same angle 30 degrees if I take it for sin, it will be 1 by 2. But root 3 by 2 is greater than 1 by 2. That means if I take any angle between 0 and 45 degrees, my cos theta will always be greater than sin theta. Please don't ignore this statement, sir. If I say something in my class, there is an importance for this, right? My cos theta is greater than sin theta between 0 to 45 degrees. But if I make this as equal to 45 degrees, 0 less than theta less than or equal to 45 degrees. If I make this equal to 45 degrees, can I say that at 45 degrees, cos theta value is 1 by root 2, sin theta value is also equal to 1 by root 2. That means at 45 degrees equal, my cos theta will be greater than sin theta for any angle less than 45 degrees. But when it becomes equal to 45 degrees, cos theta and sin theta both will become equal. I believe that it is clear once again. So 0 less than theta less than 45 degrees, cos theta will be greater than sin theta, right? Cos theta will be greater than sin theta. In fact, cos theta will be greater than or equal to sin theta. Now, sir, can I put equals here? You can put, it makes no difference. That means for 0 less than theta less than or equal to 45, it is cos theta greater than or equal to 45. Sorry, cos theta greater than or equal to sin theta. Similarly, for 0 less than or equal to theta, it makes no difference. Anyway, they are not becoming same at 0 degrees, right? So it makes no difference whether you put equals here or if you don't put equals here, right? Now, this is with respect to angles up till 45 degrees. Till 45 degrees, we learned this. Suppose, what about the values greater than 45 degrees, right? What about the values greater than 45 degrees? Can I say that greater than 45? Suppose if I take 60 degrees for that value, right? Theta is greater than 45 and it is less than 90 degrees. I hope you are able to understand the logic, sir. Theta is greater than 45 and less than 90 degrees. If I take sin theta value is root 3 by 2, but cos theta is only 1 by 2. Sin is becoming greater than cos after 45. Sin theta is greater than cos theta after 45 degrees. But if I make this last value, or if I say that if I take this theta and make that theta equal to 45 degrees and less than 90 degrees, or less than or equal to 90, it makes no difference. For greater than 45, sin theta will be greater than cos theta, right? For greater than 45, sin theta will be greater than cos theta. But when it becomes equal to 45, sin and cos both are same. Sin theta will be greater than or equal to cos theta. These four usages, we will definitely make use of it while solving our problems. But today's class is before solving our problems, what are the things which we are interested in learning. That is what I explained you as of now, sir. I believe it is clear. In this we have taken only from 0 to 45 and 45 to 90. We will see some other range also in our problems. We will take 2 to 3 problems to understand how to take care of these ranges and solve the questions in much more easiest format, rather than doing something else which will take our time and wasting our time in our examination. We will do everything what is required for us to slog in the initial days, so that we will not slog too much in our main days, which is our examination.